Good morning. My name is JoJo Hampton, and I'm going to be explaining classical conditioning and an example that I resonate with in my own personal life. So, classical conditioning is a type of learning that occurs when a natural stimulus is associated with a stimulus that produces a natural response. Like in chapter 6 in our textbooks, it goes into detail about how Ivan Pavlov, the sociologist that concluded classical conditioning with his dogs, and how they salivated for the meat powder. And soon he figured out by using a small sound like a bell or some other sound that could be generated by what you were doing would stimulate an unconditional response for the organism, or in our chapter 6 book's case, the dog's response to come running for food. And for a personal experience of my own, I was doing classical conditioning with my 2 male cats. With one having diabetes, I did have to limit their food intake and when they received it, so that way it wouldn't cause another diabetic cat or cause any other health issues. So I would feed them 3 times a day with 1 cup of food for each cat per meal. I'd also refill their water. Typically what I would first do would be to fill up their water bowl, and they would come running the second they heard the water bowl coming off their food tray. So that would be the conditioned stimulus, and the unconditional stimulus would be them coming to the food tray, waiting for the new water and food. So once, like I said, once I picked up the water bowl, they would end up be sitting there while I refilled it. And once I was done, they'd immediately drink out of it, and I would go on to the food bowl. And once I hit the food bowl, they both would tear their bowls up before I could even walk away. So this lesson has taught me many things about my life, about other people's lives, and how we are conditioned to certain things and how we respond. It also varies per person based on how they grew up. And I only say that as you can be conditioned to do certain things from your childhood, and that's what this one lesson has taught me, that there can be many things that someone can be conditioned to for the craziest of reasons, and or for the simplest of reasons. It all just varies on person to person. But thank you for listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.